You've been looking for love your whole life, haven't you? Maybe not in a way that's loud or desperate, but quietly, in the small choices, in the people you've said yes to, in the ones you've held on to even when your heart knew better, in the places you've searched for validation, affection, belonging. There's this ache, sometimes soft, sometimes fierce, that whispers, if only I could find the one, if only I could feel truly chosen, then I'd finally feel complete. I'll be honest with you, that was on my bucket list for a very long time. But what if I told you the one you've been looking for, the love you've been chasing in every corner of your life, has been with you this entire time, waiting not out there, but here within your chest, beneath your scars, in the quiet rhythm of your own breath? Yes, I know. We do live in an era where everyone is talking about self love. But what does self love truly mean to you? For me, through my years of healing and self development, I had learned to lean in, to start from within. I've had so many conversations with my inner child to take care of her needs, and I've learned to enjoy my solitude and not to look for a relationship to complete myself. But what was missing? I remember one night after my breakup, lying in my bed in the dark, asking myself, why did I still lose myself in a relationship? Why is it so hard to find my true love? And then a quiet voice rose up, not from the outside, but from deep within. And it said, because you've been searching for something you were never missing. That voice, it changed everything for me. See, here's the truth most of us aren't taught. Real love, the kind that sustains, liberates, expands you, it doesn't start when someone chooses you. It begins the moment you choose yourself. The moment you stop outsourcing your worth to how someone texts you back, how often they call, how they fit you in their life. It starts when you recognize, I am the love I've been waiting for. It sounds poetic, doesn't it? But what does it actually look like to live as the love you've been searching for? It's not about locking yourself away and saying, I don't need anyone. Love isn't about walls. It's about becoming a source, a wellspring, so full that what overflows can meet the world without desperation. It starts with presence. Can you sit with yourself, not as a project to fix, but as a person to cherish? Can you make a cup of tea for your own soul the way you would for someone you care about? Can you ask, what do you need today? Before you ask the world to fill the void. Then it's about boundaries. Real self love is not indulgence, it's integrity. It's saying it deserves relationships where my truth is welcome, where I don't have to beg to be seen, where my softness is safe. Living as the love you've been searching for means you stop chasing the crumbs of affection and start cultivating a banquet within. You don't close your heart, you raise your standard. And then there's forgiveness. Yes, I know. We've talked about this quite a bit in my recent videos because no matter how kind of a person you are, many of us are just not very good at forgiving ourselves. Because part of becoming the love you seek is making peace with all the places you've abandoned yourself before, the times you stayed too long, the ways you betrayed your own needs, the moments you mistook attention for love. Trust me, I've asked myself so many times, If I had just stopped contacting him at the very beginning when I sensed that it wasn't right, my life would be so different. Yes, it would, but not for the reason I'd hoped for, because that would mean I'd have to be broken in a different way so that what needed to heal in me could heal. It was inevitable. So forgiveness isn't saying, it's okay that I was hurt. It's saying, I choose to stop carrying this pain forward and to start healing. When you live this way, something miraculous begins to happen. The world starts to reflect it. Not instantly, not always in the form you expect, but steadily. Healthier connections appear, opportunities open, love starts to flow because you stopped chasing it like a beggar and started becoming it like a source. And you know what's the best of all this? Is that you stop masking yourself. You start living as the true, authentic you, which in return makes you love yourself even more. Imagine this, waking up and feeling full before the day even begins, walking into a room and not scanning for who will approve of you, but radiating such a quiet certainty that people naturally want to come closer. Loving others not because you need them to fill you, but because you want to share what you already have. That is living as the love you've been searching for. And yes, it's a practice. Some days you forget. Some days the old ache will return and you will think, maybe I just need someone to make it better. That's okay. Love, real love, is patient. It waits for you to come home. You're going to keep practicing until it's no longer a knowledge in your head, but an integrated embodiment. So, if you're listening to this tonight, maybe curled up in bed, feeling that familiar emptiness, I want you to place a hand over your heart. Feel that beat? That's the first I love you ever received. If you're a parent and you remember listening to your baby's first heartbeat, you will know that is the love. And it's yours. It's been yours all along. Say this with me quietly. I am the love I have been looking for. I choose me, not as a backup plan, not as a consolation prize, not as an option, but as the beginning. And from that place, you start to draw in everything else, not because you're starving, but because you are ready to share the feast, because you're vibrating at such a high frequency that would naturally draw love in. The world doesn't need you to keep searching for love. It needs you to live as it, to become the proof that we are never really missing what we think we're missing. We're simply waiting to remember.